Hi guys, this is Karina. So I am back with another video tutorial. I know I feel like it's been a while, but life has been a little chaotic. So anyways, last couple of days ago, I had posted under my Instagram saved highlight stories another quick tutorial on my template 51, which is my anemone inspired flower. Now she has been out for a while, and she actually does have a video on Instagram TV from maybe like 2 years ago, but now that she is available in SVG, I wanted to do a refresher on a tutorial for her. And I had showed you guys this cute new center that I created using my Cricut design space, but I kind of already knew that the center was going to be a little tricky if I really didn't show you through a video, which I was right. Some of you had questions regarding this center. So as promised, I did say I was going to make a video, so that's what we are doing today, mostly because I wanted to focus on the center if you wanted to do this. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to show you on my computer what the images look like. If you want to know the two images that I used to create this anemone center, please visit my Instagram, Ariel Elise Designs, and under my saved highlight stories, please look for the one that says template 51 for my anemone. And I do show you guys step by step what the center looks like if you're looking for that image, because I did use two images for this center. One is called, I believe, Anemone, and the other one is called, what's the other one? Dandelion Silhouette. But I do show you what those two images look like, okay? So let's get started as to what you need. So today we're going to make this the 4-inch cutie, the anemone, with my template 51. If you are interested in the template, you can find her at www.arielelisedesigns.com. So again, my templates are not on my Etsy. Most of you know that I do have an Etsy shop too, and that's strictly for paper flower sets that are already assembled. Templates have their own website, just because I don't want to mix up the two, because it was overwhelming when I had them all in the same spot. They are separate. So again, templates, tell www.arielelisedesigns.com. So with the anemone template 51, I believe you get 5 different sizes. And I do break them down for you. If you buy the PDF, hard copy, SVG, I break it down for you. But each size is going to come with 3 different size petals. So you're going to have a wider one, and then your medium petal, and then smaller petal. So let me tell you how many you're going to need of each. Your wider petals, you're going to need 3. Your middle petal, you're going to need 5. And then your smallest petal, you're going to need 3. So it doesn't really take a lot of petals, which is why this is one of my favorite flowers. Honestly, I think what makes the flower is the center, and I'm always trying to find different ways of coming out with cute little centers for this template. If you look again for that saved highlight stories, when I first released her, I do share with you guys 2 other different type of centers, one using a styrofoam ball, and then the other one, I show you, if you don't have a cutting machine, how you can do a hand cut one. So again, go to those saved highlight stories, guys, and look for those for that tutorial. So let's get started. So for your 3 wide petals, you're just going to give them a slight curl inward. Now I am using 65-pound weight cardstock. You can definitely get away with text weight paper as well, but for right now I'm using 65-pound weight, which is typically what I use to make my paper flowers. And this is purple from the Purple Passions pack from Michaels. It's the darkest shade. And then remember, for my medium petal, I said we needed 5 of them, so you're going to go ahead and take 2 of those. And basically, guys, for all your petals, you're just going to give them a slightly curl inwards. You're going to grab your scissors. I just grabbed these 3 all at the same time. Give them a cut in the center, just like that. And repeat the same process for the other ones. Just like that. Okay. You are going to get your glue gun. I am using my Surebonder mini detailed glue gun. You guys know this is pretty much the only glue gun I use when I'm working with small paper flowers. And this is what we are doing to our petals, guys, how we are prepping them. So just a little dot of glue, cross, just like that. Nothing too hard. Okay, and we will be doing that for the medium as well, just like this. And sorry if you hear me all sniffly. It's been cold here in Texas. Okay, so start off with one of your wide ones. We are trying to form a circle. Pretty much, if you're a follower of mine, you know this is how I start pretty much any of my flowers. Is I first start that first space going around in a circle. I am going to be alternating petals. So I'm going to start with my wide one, and then that second medium petal. I'm going to go back to my wide petal. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to the smaller petal, and then I am going to end with my wide petal, just like that. And you are going to secure it by adding glue, just like that. You are going to cover up that hole by using the same color. So as you can see, I saved my scraps. I used my SVG to cut this template out. So I have a little bit left over on the bottom, so I am going to cut out a circle. It does not have to be perfect. You just want to make sure that you're covering that up. Actually, this one's a little too big. Let me size her down a little. Okay. Now the circle's not going to be perfect only because those petals, as you can see, some of them are wide and the other ones are not. So the circle is not going to be perfect, but just get it close enough. Okay, so this is what you want, guys. Okay, so it looks funky, but if you really look at an anemone flower, they're kind of funky. So now get your next 3 petals, guys. So these are still the same ones, your medium-sized petals. You are going to cut in the center, add your glue, and cross just like this, okay? So prep those 3 just like that. Add a little dot of glue. Just like that. Okay, so you have your 3. So now typically, so do you see where I have my 2 bigger, wider petals? Typically that's where I place my first petal for that second layer. And then I'm just going to place the other ones in a triangular form. So I'm just kind of separate them and then do one right here. Honestly, there's no wrong way, guys. And then one right here. Okay, so I have 3 just like this, and then you're going to grab your 3 smaller petals. You're going to repeat, do the same thing, give them a curl inward, give it a little snip, add your dot of glue, cross. So you're going to be doing this to all these 3. Give it a little snip, just like that. This is why I love this glue gun, because it's so small, and because of that tip. I highly recommend it for small paper flowers. You can purchase it off their website, the Surebonder website, Amazon. I know not Michael's, Joann's has it. I've also seen them at Walmart. So now your last layer, guys, you are just going to go in between that second layer and place these petals right there. Nothing too difficult. Just like that, you're all done. So now obviously we need to work on our center. So like I had said for the center, I did use 2 images from Official Cricut. The first one is called Anemone, and then the second center I used is called Dandelion Silhouette. Now with this one here in particular, guys, it does come with a stem. If you notice here, this is where the stem was. I used the slice option on that you can do on Design Space. If you don't know how to slice something off from an image, again, please refer to that saved highlight story that I recently made on this anemone, because I show you exactly how to do it, okay? So if you don't know how to slice, please refer to that saved highlight story as I share with you guys how to do that. Now, you are going to need a few tools in order, if you want to achieve it the way that I did it. First thing you're going to need is one of these foam pads, or if you can find anything similar. This is from the brand McGill. It's a little beat up because I've had this already for about 4 or 5 years. But again, you can purchase this on Amazon. I actually purchased mine off Joann's website. I can't find it anymore, but I have seen them on Amazon. And then you are going to need something to roll your petals with. This is from McGill as well. The same brand is called, part of their Blossoms kit. If you Google it, it's called McGill's Blossoms kit. And it comes with 3 of these little tools. Here's another one. The balls are different size. It comes with another one, but I don't know where the other one is. And then it comes like with a little, what would you call it? It's like a little bag that you can store yours with. So you are going to need something like this. So look around your house and see if maybe you have, I don't know, something similar that has something round like this. Be creative. Maybe you can find something around the house, okay? So what you are going to do first for your center, when you cut this center out, you are going to need your stylus with Cricut Design Space, because it is going to crease your image, because you are going to fold where that crease is. You are going to fold these inward just like this. I hope you can see that. Okay, so where that crease is, you are going to fold these in just like this. Next, you are going to use a wooden dowel, and you are going to curl these inwards, okay? The same where how these are in, you are going to curl these inward, just like this. Now, starting from over here, so not where the tab is, from the other end, you are going to curl this, or not curl it, roll it inwards. Now, as you are rolling, make sure that these bottom little tabs, you're tucking them in. It is, the first one, I will say it's a little bit more of a tricky to do, but once you do all, you start layering them, it starts getting easier. So I did do about 5 of these, just because I want the inner ball a little bit more fuller, or should I say rounder. So this is what it should look like. It will be a little messy, but again, in these tabs, just tuck them in, okay? Just press them down, and that is your first one. Now you are going to get your second one. Repeat the same thing. Push those tabs in. Give these a little curl inwards with your wooden dowel. And you are going to add glue. Now we are going to, where this tab is, that's where you're going to glue your next one. And give it a curl. Or not a curl. Just wrap it around. I don't know why I keep saying curl. Secure it with a little bit of glue. Just like that. And then push these in on the bottom down. Just press them down. Okay. You are going to repeat the same process. Fold these in. Just follow that score line, because the score line will only be on one side of the image. So that is the side that you are going to crease that. And repeat the same process. Glue and then roll this around. I should have really picked a lighter color because I don't know if the black is picking up. And then again, just press this down. Repeat. Crease. Roll inwards. Wooden dowels, guys, you can find these at any craft store. Actually, these are from Michael's, so. But definitely Walmart has them too. Michael's, Joann's. And try to get a variety pack one because it's nice to have different sizes. All right. So hopefully you got the gist of that. I have one more. So just fold those in. Glue. And then roll it around. Secure. Just like that. And then down here, guys, just give that a little slightly push on the bottom, but I mean, it's not, you don't have to be mainly too concerned. You just wanted to make sure it's standing up, but there you go. There's a center. Now, if you want this to be more rounder, just give the top a push. Like press it in or push it in, and then it's just going to create more of a rounder look. Okay. So now, this is where this is going to come. Now, I'm sure you guys, if maybe you used a wooden dowel and curl these in, you could do that. Actually, you totally can. But what I do, where this comes in handy for me, is that I get one of these tools and then I just slightly go on each of these, I don't know what you call these, like the stamen, these little, I don't know what you call them. You know, part of the stamen of the center, you just kind of roll these inwards. That's what it's doing because you're pressing down, and what's happening is that these are rolling inwards. They're curling in. And then I like to give this a little roll in the center. So then this is what you have. Okay, so I already kind of slightly did that to this one. And what I'm going to do is that I am going to add glue. And then glue that in the center, just like this. Okay, so this is what you should have. Now, you could leave this as is and then just glue this in the center, and then that could be part of your center. But I wanted extra fullness, so that's why I ended up using an additional center, which was the dandelion image. And what I do with this one is the same thing. You are going to, and I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but as I am doing this, they are rolling inwards. And that's exactly what you want to happen. Okay. So just go around. Tell you, I should have used a different color center. It didn't even like hit me that the, hey guys, sorry, the battery died, of course, right when I was about to finish showing you guys with the center, but that's okay, because actually that's a good thing, because then I wanted to show you in a different color the inner ball, which is this one, because hopefully then this way you can pick it up a little bit and see that your whole, remember I said to keep pressing down here, push, because where we were creasing, because essentially if you can see where it was creased, these are supposed to be flat on the bottom. So as you are rolling these, this particular center, you want to make sure that you are pressing it down. So at the end, just grab your thumb and then just press it down, because you want these flat. Okay, you want it flat. So hopefully that's the whole purpose as to why these are creased, because they're supposed to be laying flat on the bottom. Okay, because you're probably wondering, well, why is there a crease? Well, that is the purpose of it, because you want this to go flat. Once you use how can I say it? Once you start making them, you will kind of see why. How that works. Okay, so I just wanted to show you in a lighter gray so you can see hopefully that the camera is picking it up. So then that this is the part that you are going to glue. I had to take this one apart to show you that you are going to glue in the center. Yeah, I don't know why I decided to go with black, because I'm sure it's very to pick up. My fault, but hopefully you got the gist of it, guys. And then your center is all done, and then all you're going to do, of course, let me get these little pieces of glue out of the way, is you are just going to add glue in the center. Okay, just like that. And then grab your flower, and then you are going to glue that center in the center of your flower. Then I just, if you want more of that rounder look, just press it on the top down more, and then you will get more of that rounder look like this one. So this is what I mean. Just grab your thumb and press it down, just so it gets more down more. Because if you don't, it'll be more pointier up. Again, to your preference. I just like more of that rounder look, so I just use that thumb of mine and press them down more. And then voila, you are all done with the flower. So again, refer to the highlight story, guys, because it's more, I want to say it's more in depth. I kind of show you step by step by step, but I know some of you work better with the video. So hopefully this video was helpful, especially on that center, because again, on that picture tutorial, I was not really able to show you how to row them, just because there's just no way of me doing that. I really need to buy myself one of those stand little tripods so I can do that for you on the highlight stories. But anyways, so again, this is template 51, my anemone inspired flowers. So hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions, please DM me on my Instagram, Arielise Designs. I always try to give